is President Obama much better than the Republicans on climate change? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here's the problem. He hasn't done much at all. Now, he has done some things. He says, hey, look, fuel efficiency standards will be double what they are now by the year 2025. It's something. He has funded some renewable energy projects. It's something, right? But when it comes to big change, whether it was pushing forward on cap and trade, now the Republicans fought him on that, and then he gave up. Bit of a pattern there. And then you go to Copenhagen. Are you going to take big action? Get China and India on board and say, all right, let's go. We got to solve this climate change thing, and we got to set rules and regulations to make that happen. Nope. President Obama showed up on the last day, and in order to save political face, got everybody to sign a voluntary agreement. How's that coming along for us? So it has been a series of disasters in terms of his record on continuing to do the same old fossil fuel energies that are destroying us. In fact, here, let me give you a graphic right now on it. He has had 241 million more oil barrels drilled for than in the last 3 years of Bush. So first 3 years of Obama, 241 million more oil barrels than the last 3 years of Bush. 75% increase in drilling rigs from 2009 to 2011. So proud so far. And then U.S. oil production is at the highest level since 1997. And he's given away the most permits for deep water drilling since 2007. And by the way, in the middle of his term, we had deep water drilling disaster in the Gulf brought to us by BP. But President Obama thought, nah, let's just plow ahead anyway. How's that record on climate change? How's that for a Democrat progressive who's going to give us change? Well, I'm sorry. Now, to be fair, he did give us change. He gave us more oil drilling than President Bush did. He also bragged about it. Now, every once in a while, he'll throw out a comment like this. He was just on MTV and paying lip service. Watch.
We're not moving as fast as we need to. And this is an issue that future generations, MTV viewers, are going to have to be dealing with even more than the older generation is. And so this is a critical issue. And there's a huge contrast in this campaign between myself and Governor Romney. I'm surprised it didn't come up in one of the debates.
Now, here's how it could have come up in a debate, President Obama, if you brought it up. Now, during the foreign policy debate, they brought up all things that were domestic because they decided that was their talking points. Why didn't you bring up climate change? You could have brought it up in a foreign policy debate as well. It affects the whole world. You never brought it up. Now, you bring it up when you're doing an MTV interview because you're like, oh, right, this is one of those niche things, so I can get some young voters by pretending to give a damn about climate change and telling everybody there's a huge contrast between me and Romney. Really? Because I remember during the debates, you guys were arguing about who could drill more and who loves coal more. You don't believe me? Here, watch for yourself.
We have increased oil production to the highest levels in 16 years. Natural gas production is the highest it's been in decades. We have seen increases in coal production.
More drilling, more permits and licenses.
And that means, yes, we still continue to open up new areas for drilling. We continue to make it a priority for us to go after natural gas.
We're going to bring that pipeline in from Canada. How in the world the president said no to that pipeline, I will never know.
We've opened up public lands. We're actually drilling more on public lands than in the previous administration. And the previous president was an oil man.
More drilling, more permits and licenses.
With respect to something like coal, we made the largest investment in clean coal technology.
Sure. In the last 4 years, you cut permits and licenses on federal land and federal waters in half.
Not true, Governor Romney.
So how much did you cut them by?
Not true.
By how much did you cut them by then?
Governor, we have actually produced more oil.
No. We got more oil. We drilled for more on public land. I drill all over it. I drill. Oh, coal? The other day I took coal, I smeared it all over my face. And on my underarms. You know why? Because coal is so clean. But when I shower, I only use clean coal. Okay, so that's how much I love coal. In fact, President Obama was on the campaign trail and he was making fun of Romney for not being pro-coal enough.
I was listening to Governor Romney yesterday talk about how he's a champion of coal. When he was a governor, stood in front of a coal-fired plant and said, this plant kills people. And now he's running around talking like he's Mr. Coal. Come on. Come on. You know that's not on the level. Does anybody actually look at that guy and think, man, he's really into coal?
Yeah, that's right. He's not Mr. Cole. I'm Mr. Cole. Change you can believe in. How do you like me for a progressive president? By the way, you know what I got out of that? I'd like to vote for Mitt Romney, who was governor of Massachusetts, who apparently cared about our health and thought, hey, if this coal power plant is causing too much pollution and endangering the lives of the people in that neighborhood, we should shut it down. Where's that guy? And how is that guy, the Republican governor, who's now running against President Obama, so much more liberal back then than today, the Democrat running against him? No, I'm Mr. Cole. I'm Mr. Cole. Oh my God. If anybody's going to be Mr. Cole, it's me. And gee, I wonder how we got climate change without our politicians doing a damn thing about it. Look at these wonderful choices that we have to vote for. Man, that Obama stuff makes me sick.